What is up, guys? I am finally back with another video. I'm not gonna tell you how long it's gonna be till the next one, but apparently TikTok is going away, so I'm gonna need to make a comeback on my booktube. But we're just gonna start off with a good old November wrap up. It is currently December 1st when I'm filming this. I have got a lovely old fire going on behind me. It was gone earlier, so Cleo is screaming at me. But before we do a November wrap up, let's grab a beer. So I'm grabbing an NA beer, a non-alcoholic beer, and it is from Fremont Brewing, which is a local brewery to me. Local meaning it's in Seattle, and I'm like 30 minutes south of Seattle. This is their non-alcoholic dark. I have been in a stout mood. For some reason, finding non-alcoholic stouts has been very hard. So if any beer people see this and can find non-alcoholic stouts, please let me know where I can purchase them, because this has been a struggle. This also just says dark, so I'm unsure of what just dark means. Is it gonna be a brown, a porter, a dark ale, a stout? I'm unsure. So this is what she looks like. Let's crack her open. Ignore my dirty glass. I don't know what you want from me. Oh, it was, might have been too. Oh. It's like I do this for work or something. So she is pretty stinking dark. It's giving porter, it's giving brown ale just from the smell. So let's taste her. Cheers. It's okay. Initially. Bland, one would say. It's not bad by any means. It's just fine. It's fine. I think if they had a dark that was had a little more oomph to it, it would be a little bit better. But I can definitely drink this. So this is everything I read in November. I read 18 books. Most of them were novellas. You will see by the titles, there was a theme. I fell down a rabbit hole, guys. I don't know what you want from me. It's just what happens, okay? I would have to say though, my favorite, we'll start off strong, and my favorite book of November will definitely have to be Remains of Christmas by Megan Montgomery. Oh my God. I did not know about this author, and I knew about this book at the last minute to sign up for ARCs, and I got this book as an ARC. I found her on Threads, which I recently deleted Threads, but I found her talking about her book, and I was like, wait, this sounds so interesting. So they're forensic specialists. There's an age gap. He is fuck you rich, and she's blue collar. She knows how to do car stuff. She used to be kind of a part-time mechanic. She's very, very blue collar, pinching pennies type of girl. This was just so good. Also, it's so spicy. It's so spicy. So 5 chili peppers, but guys, it's even mentioned in the book, Chris, the MMC, he's like, I swear I'm not a randy teenager. I'm not normally like this, because they just have an immediate connection and they cannot get enough of each other. Of course, there's not really a third act breakup, which I really liked. It was I don't even want to call it an argument. But of course, it's a happy ending. It all ends up being okay. I could not recommend this more. For me personally, if you are a Criminal Minds fan, I think you would really enjoy this. If you enjoy Criminal Minds, or even CSI, but you also are a romance reader and you like spice, you should read this. It was truly just such a good time, and I'm pretty sure it made me cry, if I remember, because their connection is just, it's just so good. Now, I would say let's look at the wild ass shit I read this month, but unfortunately, that would be everything else I read. There was The Remains of Christmas was a normal read. A Pack for Winter was normal. It is Omegaverse, so I mean maybe not that normal. And then the Christmas War Paws, I believe, are the only regular-ish books I read this month. And all three of them were lovely. If you want a nice, normal, where everyone is human, wintry book, read these three. The Winter War Paws, literally, it's like spicy Hallmark, and it's a novella. Yeah, it's good. Truly, I can't even decide what is the most insane thing I read this month. Heat was a demon, but like he could possess the stove. So, like, they fuck the stove. There's that. And you're like, Cecilia, that has to be the craziest thing you read. Again, like, you'll see why I can't decide. Then there's Santa's Sack. It's Santa and the Boogeyman. You like Nightmare Before Christmas? Yeah. Absolutely unhinged. No words. Beneath the Monster. That's the Grinch. This one was actually pretty sweet, I won't lie. I mean, there's like some triggers we should read for spicy scenes, but the Grinch, like the Grinch, I don't know what you want from me. I will say this one's cover and name is a little wild. Smashed by the Christmas Inflatables. Yeah. She gets fucked by the Christmas Inflatables at the store she works at. And then everything else was like Krampus related. That is how my month has gone. I will say some fun mentions was This Is Halloween was very interesting. It took me too long to read for being under 200 pages. It took me like a week to read this, and I don't know why. I think it kept kind of dragging a bit, which you're like, Cecilia, you just said it's under 200 pages, right? I enjoyed it. It was just a lot of things were happening. But it is essentially a Why Choose Nightmare Before Christmas retelling in which the girl has a thing with Jack, the Boogeyman, and the mayor. And then the ending, which I think, did it end up being the last chapter or the epilogue? The last chapter of the epilogue, it rounds out and something happens and she essentially turns into Sally. Her name's not Sally, but she gets sewed up for a reason. Like, I think it was like 190 pages, too many things happened. And I was just like, I could have to be like, did I just read that right? Am I missing something? Like, it was like, what the fuck? Pencil and Tentacles, y'all. If you like tentacles, like stuff, like I can't even word. Novella, so good, so sweet. Tentacles, Christmas. I would very much recommend this to my monster romance readers. It was an absolute freaking delight to read. A new author that I found last month from my friend Liz is Calliope Stewart, and she had written a Halloween Omegaverse novella, and it was called Not Today, Satan, and I loved it. Found out she had a holiday one, and it's actually the same couple. It's not like a new couple, and it was great. It was novellas on novellas about the same couple. It was adorable. This one was called Not Again, Satan. Would recommend reading this little duet. It was so good. Yeah, so that was my November. It was wild, and we are continuing it into December. So I will probably end up making an entire Krampus video. No shock to anyone. So yeah, if you enjoy these wrap-ups, like I've done so many, if you enjoyed this, just like this and comment on it and subscribe to my channel, because like I said, TikTok's currently going away, so I need to start posting on here again. Okay, so everyone have a good day. Follow me on Instagram, apparently not TikTok. So yeah.